Hi, cat. Come and get some mango, baby.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Self-awareness is a superpower. My name is KathyLaDonna. Welcome to Soul and Vibration. I hope the free thinkers are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I'm happy to remind you that you are the most powerful person that you know. You are the most powerful person that you know because only you can create your reality. Hey guys, today is Wednesday, August 14th, and the energies in the day adds up or reduce to number 3 vibration. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. So today, Mercury retrogrades into Leo. When it comes to today's energy, there's T-squares happening all over the chart between the moon and Sag. And I always say when the moon enters into Sag from Scorpio, that's when there's such a relief. But the moon and Sag is hit with things that is forcing it to be still. And that's the last thing that Sag wants right now. So this is where our inner world might feel irritated as we feel like we're forced to be still or we're forced to look within, and we might not want to look within. So when it comes to the energies in today, it'll remind me of how a person would get sick or get into a car accident, but really it was to get them to see themselves and their situation better in order to make the changes that they need to make. Because normally, say this person normally can't be still. This person normally can't be still and will refuse to reflect and introspect. And then something happens that forces them to ask why. I think of how a person will have a major breakup or some kind of a loss, and the loss is the beginning of their spiritual journey, because it forces them to ask why. So when it comes to today's energy, to me, something about today's energy forces us to look at, like, even though Sag is a bigger picture energy, it forces us to look at the bigger picture in a realistic way. And when I say realistic, I mean realistic to what's happening in our world with us. Because Sag is known for being so optimistic, where sometimes the optimism could be blinding and even seen as delusional. But with this energy here, it's like something's right in your face and you got to deal with it. Right in your face and you got to deal with it. Because with Saturn and Pisces forcing us to see certain things, Moon and Sag don't want to see what Saturn and Pisces is allowing us to see. And it's opposing Jupiter conjunct Mars in Gemini, because it's like Gemini energy is local social stuff, and Sag wants to go overseas and, you know, check on the people over there opposed to focus on the people in the house and what's happening within the family. Sag want to go outside, but things are challenging Sag to focus on what's happening inside. I do like, though, that the moon in Sag is positively speaking to the sun in Leo. So the inner world and the sun are both on the same accord, which is good. And that's trine. Both of those energies are passionate and fiery. So that's a good thing. And the sun is positively aspecting Mars conjunct Jupiter in Gemini. So who we identify as is speaking well when it comes to the people that we associate ourselves with. But at the same time, we associate ourselves with them and they're fun. But Saturn in retrograde is forcing us to see how, you know, they might be getting in the way when it comes to certain things. Or it doesn't even have to be your friends. It could be your way of thinking, the food you're consuming information wise. When it comes to the spirit animal, finally, the spirit animals are in the upright position. We have the lizard. And with the lizard energy in the upright position, this brings me to thick skin. But when I look at the card, I look at how the lizard is so similar to the background. For the first time, it makes me wonder if this lizard is standing against a bigger lizard. It would have to be based on like the scale. So, and with it standing next to the bigger lizard, it's almost like it's blending in with it. So when it comes to today's energies, it's bringing me, the spirit animal, and the spirit animal is spirit medicine that brings what we could do to bring balance to today's energy. And bringing balance to today's energy comes down to, I get the feel of not rocking the boat. Not that you're being complicit or going along to get along, but what will come to mind is conserving your energy. Like question, like, does this need the kind of energy that I'm giving it? Yeah. Does this thing need the kind of energy that I'm giving it? And the kind of energy we give a thing has everything to do with the stories that we tell ourselves, the conversations that are happening within us. So Mercury enters into Leo today. Mercury retrogrades into Leo today. And with Mercury retrograding into Leo, this brings me to reflecting on our creative expression, reflecting on what makes us feel seen, reflecting on passions, interests. For some people, maybe you're reflecting on your children, certain things that you're gonna have to be doing for your children, and you're working out the details when it comes to your children. Like, okay, I need to do this, like maybe that's a major focus for you right now. It's like, okay, these kids, I gotta get them ready for this, that, or the next. That's something that Mercury retrograde in Leo might be helping you to look at. But for me, I think of Mercury retrograding into Leo, and it's like reflecting on how, creative self-expression. How do you creatively express yourself? And you creatively express yourself in ways that nurture you, because self-expression are one of the things that we really need in order to have a healthy life. Like, of course, we need air, we need water, we need shelter. And after air, water, shelter, then food, we need expression. We need expression. So for some people, I think of when they say, oh, this person died 4 years ago, but they really died. They died 4 years ago, but they really died 20 years ago. I feel like them dying 20 years ago has something to do with expression. They stopped expressing themselves. They stopped allowing themselves to be heard, seen, whatnot. But with the lizard coming out in the reversal position and me saying, the lizard came out in the upright position. With the lizard coming out as a spirit animal and me saying how the lizard, it looks like it's blending in with the background. To me, it comes down to exerting energy about something today. It's like giving too much energy into something is what I'm getting with the lizard energy. It's like learning how to pick your battles is what I'm getting with the lizard energy. And today's energy is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is in Leo. So with Mercury in Leo, we could find ourselves speaking more confidently, directly about things, and a lot about the past. For some of us, it's like, I remember this, that, and the next. A lot about the past and the things that we've been through for some of us. The tarot is the Page of Cups in the reversal position. In the upright position, this page is talking to the fish. And with the page talking to the fish, to me, it reflects how intuitive this page is. So intuitive that it could get a message from anyone, from anything. In the reversal position, I think of a person that when it comes to intuition, I think of a person that might have a hard time trusting their intuition. I think of a person going through a space where when this page is in the reversal position, I think of addiction. I think of escapism. I think of a block when it comes to perceiving one's intuition, premonition, and things. So I put all that together when it comes to today's energies. I get the feeling of, say, not trusting oneself, overthinking and not trusting oneself. And the overthinking and not trusting oneself, I think of like the moon and Sag and how it's squaring Saturn and Pisces. And it's like the inner world. So also I told a story yesterday about the alchemist. Was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was yesterday. I told a story about the alchemist and how within the story of the alchemist, while the main character, Santiago, was on a caravan on his way to Egypt, I think, answering the calling within him, he met this guy, I don't know if he was a professor, who had a whole bunch of books. And he thought he could read his way to spirituality. I feel like with Moon and Sag and it scoring Saturn and Pisces, I think of Sag energy exploring the world, looking for something when the thing it's looking for it's within. So I think of the aspect of us who is the part of us that is, reading all the books and becoming this amazing scholar, but we have no personal truth. It's like, okay, I know what they said. You could, I know you could regurgitate and tell me all they said, but what about what you say? What's your truth? What's your truth? And with the Page of Cups in reversal position, that's what it brings me to, where it's like a person don't have a truth because they've never trusted themselves enough to hear their own truth. So when it comes to today's energy, some different things might be coming up that could cause some of us to feel super irritated because we're seeing ways how we've neglected and rejected our truth. And with the day being the 14th and also the energies in the day adding up and reducing to the number 3 vibration, this brings me to big time escapism energy. So some of us might have a glimpse of how we, not allow ourselves to fully trust ourselves. But before we could even marinate into that kind of energy, we could find ourselves super busy today, doing everything but being still, because we don't want to, when this in the reversal position, it could also remind me of the person who is so sensitive to energy to the point that they abuse substances so that they can quiet their mind because they don't want to feel, because the feelings are so intense. And with the lizard energy, it's like surrender. So I guess when it comes to today's energy, overall surrender, because like I was saying, with the day being the 14th, 1 + 4 is 5. This could create a lot of sudden and unexpected changes. And with the day being adding up and reducing to number 3 vibration, we could find ourselves busy, creatively trying to solve problems that don't need our solving, coming up with new ideas to make things happen when we really need to visit the first idea that we had, because that's the one that's truly connected to our heart, but we're too afraid of being seen or rejected, so we're looking for the safe routes. And because we're not brave enough to pursue that idea, we're wasting time entertaining a bunch of others. And with the day being the 14th, the number 4 energy could bring some, irritable feelings into the day, as wherever your foundation is weak. And Mercury retrograde in Leo, we're reflecting on that inner child, that way we could creatively express ourselves, because that's important. We're reflecting on allowing ourselves to be. And I feel like the reflection on our allowing ourselves to be and then embracing that turns this energy around, where the universe is speaking to us and we're not running from it. We don't have to numb ourselves away from it. The energies in the day adds up and reduce to number 3 vibration. So some new beginning could happen today. And when I say a new beginning, not you getting a fresh thought to start something, but some tangible outcome based on something you've invested in the past. And that could be as simple as you signing up for school and today you get your letter that you're accepted. Is that kind of energy. It's something that you've put some energy into something and now you're getting a fresh start based on something that you've put something into. You guys, it's such a pleasure sharing these messages with you. Hey guys, I want to share with you 7 benefits of getting a numerology natal chart awareness coaching session. The first one is understanding your internal programming. The second one is becoming more clear about your purpose and passion. The third is setting goals for success. The fourth is awareness of strength and areas of improvement. And the fourth one was foundational for me because whenever you're aware of your weaknesses, no one can use them against you. And when you're aware of your strengths, that makes you unstoppable. And that is why I say self-awareness is a superpower. The 5th benefit is removing obstacles. We first have to become aware of a thing in order to remove it in the first place. The 6th benefit is understanding relationship dynamics. We don't have to change the people in our lives. We have to become aware of ourselves and start from there, and everything changes. And the 7th benefit is upcoming transits, if that's something that you would like to look into because you're planning for something or you just want to be aware. So if you're interested in booking a numerology natal chart awareness coaching session or learning more about it, the link to book or the link to send me an email for questions are both within the description box below. If you'd like to check out my Patreon where I share exclusive content, the link to check out what's happening on Patreon is in the description box below. Please let me know you're here with me by dropping me a yellow heart in the comment box below. I would love to hear from you and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.